Hey guys, welcome back to another video and I hope you all are doing good. In this video, I actually want to talk about the 5 solo travel lessons that actually changed my life, and I wish I knew this earlier but has just realized about it, so let's get on to this. So starting off with lesson number 1 is that you learn to trust yourself. What I mean when I say that is, so when you travel alone, every little decision is on you actually. Like where you go, or how do you get there, or what to do if like things don't go as planned. And that's a scary part actually at first, but that's exactly where your confidence is built. Sometimes if things don't go as per plan, you just got to make your own plan, a spontaneous plan I would say, and just go with the flow and see where it takes you, because maybe the spontaneous plan turned out to be better than the original plan. Like, you never know until you do it, so just go for it. Don't think about it twice and just do it. Because I've realized that solo travel teaches you on how to rely on yourself. So lesson number 2 is that you realize how small and big the world is actually. Like, so when you're out there in like a different city, new people, new streets, everything seems so unfamiliar to you, and you're just figuring out what should I do right now. You realize how tiny your everyday problems are, and you start to see life from a bigger lens actually. And also when you're traveling, you need to actually stop worrying about how you're fitting in a particular crowd. As you're new to that place, you just need to realize how freeing it is to just be there. So don't overthink your trip sometimes too much, just live it, be free, and enjoy every moment of it. So lesson number 3 is that being alone does not mean being lonely. So before I booked my solo trip, I actually thought that being alone would make me feel lonely. I'm going to a new city, new place, everything is new to me, and it's just me out there, and I thought I would actually feel lonely. But I learned that it's actually the opposite, to be honest. So when you're alone, you actually start to notice every little thing that happens around you. It's like the basic things like the sound of waves, or just the conversation you have with strangers. You stop seeking more distraction and you start just feeling presence in being there and just living life and just going to different places, talking to people and eating great food. You just be more free and more in the present, which actually is a very fulfilling feeling, to be honest. That's what I felt when I had gone there. And honestly, the difference between like loneliness and peace is self-connecting, to be honest. And solo travel actually gives you that. So lesson number 4 is that you discover who you really are without the noise, honestly. So when you're home, you're actually surrounded by people's opinions and your parents, your friends, the social media. And when you're on your own, you actually start asking like deeper questions to yourself, like what do I actually like to do when I'm by myself? What kind of person am I when no one is watching? You just have these kind of thoughts on figuring out what you like to do when you're all by yourself. And solo travel actually removes that noise, as it's just you and the version of you that does not need to impress anyone, to be honest. Honestly, that's when you actually start meeting the real you, who you are when no one is around. And coming on to lesson number 5, that is, you come home different. It actually felt different when I came back home. I just had a different experience, a different perspective on life, and a different thought process, which was in a good way, and I really appreciate it, and I'm grateful for the trip that I had to Calgary. So here's the funny thing about like solo travel is that you think you're going to somewhere new, but what actually ends up is that you come back home as someone new. That's a different feeling, to be honest. And you learn patience, you learn gratitude. And honestly, that trip actually gave me a different perspective on life, which was quite fulfilling. Which actually started to make me value more memories than materialistic stuff and peace over like popularity. Or once you actually feel that kind of freedom, you can't unfeel that, to be honest. You actually realize that life is not about where you go, it's about who you become along the way. Anyways guys, if you've been thinking about taking that solo trip, do it. It's worth it. Not to escape life, to be honest, it's more like to meet yourself and just to have a good time and create good memories and moments. That's all that matters. Because sometimes like getting lost in a new place is like the only way to find yourself again. And I hope this helped you guys, and if you ever travel solo, comment your biggest solo trip that you have had and the lessons that you have learned from it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.